This is a KTM News Update sponsored by Elemental Pies. Elemental Pies, featuring a tasty treat for every letter of the alphabet. Lemon, Mississippi mud, apple, orange, and pecan. And now, Smug Whiteman. Good morning, I'm Smug Whiteman, and now your KTM News Update. It's day 14 and seemingly no end in sight for the quarantine. Authorities believe they have located the source of the pandemic, a seafood establishment known as Schooner's Fish and Boat. Located in Springdale's historic lakefront district, authorities believe a customer may have gotten their hands on some expired shrimp. We spoke to the owner of the establishment, believed to be ground zero for what some are calling the most horrific example of food poisoning since Banana Bee's Monkey Meat Monday, Mrs. Mabel Schooner.
This fella comes in, a regular I guess you could call him, and he orders the special.
And what exactly is the special?
Well, we got a day-old shrimp special on the menu. It's 1 pound of day-old shrimp for $2.99, plus a drink and a side of your choice. Anyway, he cleans his plate and leaves. No tip, by the way, which come on.
Miss Schooner, do you think it's wise to serve day-old shrimp to customers? I mean, there's a very good chance your special may be responsible for this pandemic we find ourselves in.
Food poisoning? Nah. What we do is we leave the shrimp out in the hot summer sun, so what happens is the heat and the UV rays from the sun and whatnot, they kill all the germs in the shrimp. It's foolproof.
And how many of your customers would you estimate get sick from eating the special?
Oh, God. All of them? Yeah, everybody who orders it gets violently ill, but I reckon they all must have some previously undiagnosed seafood allergy that only manifests after they eat the special. Except this one fella, Alex. Probably our best customer, even he don't tip. We even named the special after him. We call it, are you ready for this? The Alex Special.
Clever.
Yeah, he helps us get rid of a lot of old food we'd probably just end up throwing away anyway.
Well, there you have it, listeners. For KTM, I'm Smug Whiteman. Coming up, it's the Lenny Mercury Quarantine Hour, featuring tapes he stole from Bruno's supermarket when he was 15.
Killing time! Series 3. I guess this is our theme song. Here's episode 4. Quarantine. Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Tina, hey, it's Alex. How are things at the shop? Any customers today?
Alex, this is the 14th day in a row you've asked me that question, and I'm going to tell you for the 14th time, no. We haven't had any customers because we're in a lockdown thanks to you and your stupid special.
Okay, first of all, you can't prove that I'm the Alex in question.
There's a framed portrait of you in Schooners that you autographed, and it says, I'm Alex, try my special.
Hey, it's not my fault everyone in this town has got the immune system of a bubble boy. Bunch of weaklings.
How is Richard holding up?
He's doing all right. In between the hallucinations and violent muscle spasms. How are you holding up in isolation?
Not so bad. It's peaceful, and you left plenty of food stashed around here, so I think I'm pretty good for the next 6 months.
You're eating my stash?
What do you want me to do? Go hungry? The restaurants are closed. I'm not allowed to leave the shop. You want I should just starve?
Why does everything happen to me?
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Hey, it's Alex. Have you seen the remote?
I haven't been at the house for 2 weeks, Alex. Why would I know where the remote is? Ask Richard.
Oh, he's having another one of his visions. He's in there talking to Jesus.
Have you taken his temperature?
Yeah, it's like 128 or something.
What?
Oh, he'll be all right. Sweating's good for you. It's like having a schwitz. You should see him. You should see him glow, like literally glowing. He's set off the smoke alarm earlier.
Maybe you should get into a hospital.
How? You've got the car.
Call an ambulance. You have a phone?
You're breaking up. I have to go.
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Tina, it's Alex. I'm bored.
What do you want me to do about it? Go read a book.
Books are for nerds, Tina.
Simply a video game.
I usually play against Richard, but I had to throw him out of the house.
You threw Richard out of the house in quarantine.
Oh, he'll be all right. Some guy on the TV said maybe sunlight would kill whatever this is, and I figure maybe being exposed to sunlight would help Richard. And if that doesn't work, I'll just give him some bleach.
Please don't let Richard drink bleach.
He's a grown man, Tina. He can make his own decision.
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Hey, good news!
Richard's temperature went down?
God, no. No, he actually left burn marks on the grass where I dumped him. No, I found the remote. Isn't that great? Now I can change the channel to and watch whatever I want.
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Oh God, there's nothing on! There's nothing on, Tina, what am I gonna do?
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Hello? Oh, hey, it's Richard. Oh, eh.
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Tina, I've been thinking about my own mortality.
Have you now?
Yeah, watching Richard teeter on the brink between life and death has forced me to think of myself for a change.
Well, sure, you're only human.
And I've come to the realization that I'm not going to be on this planet forever. I've dodged a lot of bullets. The ninjas, the STDs, that time I pissed off Quebec.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What'd you call them again?
They're the Mr. Pibb of French people. Anyway, I've been thinking about making a bucket list.
You know what a bucket list is, right? It's not a literal list of your favorite buckets, pails, and or containers meant to hold fried chicken.
I do now, yes. By the way, have you made a bucket list?
I actually have, oddly enough. Would you like to hear it?
Sure. Oh, and by the way, if it sounds like I'm not listening, don't worry. It just means I've lost interest. I'm fine.
Okay, in no particular order.
Wait, is this not a list?
Of course it's a list. It's my bucket list. Weren't you listening?
But your list is not in order.
They don't have to be in order.
Kind of defeats the purpose of a list, doesn't it?
You can make a list without it being in any kind of order, Alex.
But that's what a list is!
Do you make a list when you go to the grocery store?
Richard does all the grocery shopping.
You do realize if anything happens to him, you're gonna have to do the grocery shopping.
Oh, selfish bastard. I bet he got sick on purpose just so he could die and leave it to me to do all the grocery shopping.
Yeah, I'm sure that was his plan all along. You wanna hear my list or not?
You made a grocery list?
My bucket list!
Oh, sure. It's just that we started talking about groceries, so
Okay, here goes.
I'm hungry. I wonder if Richard went grocery shopping.
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Okay, I'm sorry. I made a sandwich. Now tell me about your bucket list.
Fine. In no particular order.
I'm listening.
Vatican Library heist.
Well, sure, that's just a given. Okay, what else you got?
I want a title, like a duchess. Duchess Tina. Oh, and an estate. You gotta have an estate. What's a duchess without an estate?
I don't think I want an estate. Think about the upkeep. You ever see one of those lawns? I'm not cutting that.
Well, that's why you hire a groundskeeping crew.
How big is an estate? What's the difference between an estate and just a big-ass yard?
I'll hammer out the details when I become a duchess.
What's next?
I want to go on a rock star tour.
Ooh, world tour or North America?
Oh, gotta be world tour. Otherwise, what's the point? I want to throw a TV set out of the window of a hotel on every continent. And then, let me see what else I've got written down. Okay, I want to be knighted by the queen.
Knighted?
Yeah, being a dame is cool and all, but I want to be a knight. A lady knight.
Lady knight. You could be a crime fighter.
And finally, cowgirl.
Cowgirl.
I don't have anything more specific than cowgirl. Just basically Cat Ballou without the murder trial.
I always wanted to be a cowboy.
Oh, you don't really have the wardrobe for it.
What's wrong with my wardrobe?
Polo shirt and khakis? Doesn't really scream cowboy.
Don't box me in, Tina.
This is Smug Whiteman with your KTM News Update. Bowing to pressure from local business owners and racist nationalists hell-bent on downplaying the pandemic, Mayor Anvil has agreed to lift the quarantine. I spoke to Mayor Anvil earlier today. Mayor Anvil, Smug Whiteman, KTM News. I'm fine, thank you. Mayor Anvil, infectious disease experts warn that opening the city prematurely will likely increase the chances of infection by 300%. What is your response to that? Well, there you have it, listeners. For KTM News, I'm Smug Whiteman. We now return to the DJ Baby Cake Show.
Close Encounters Comics, this is Tina.
Tina, quarantine's lifted. I've invited the whole neighborhood to a backyard pool party.
We don't have a pool.
I dug a hole, filled it with some water. I've invited all the residents from the nursing homes and daycare centers, the leprechaun down the street. I'm charging $5 a head. We're gonna be rich. Oh, and get this! Scooter's doing the catering!
Killing Time was written by Richard Werder and Tina Leach, starring Tina Leach and Alex Humphrey, but not Richard Werder.
Hey!
Additional voices by Stan Williams. Follow us on Instagram at Killing Time Comedy. Follow us on Twitter at KillingTimeTina.
Write us at killingtimecomedy@gmail.com. Not you, Doug.